Let me tell you a Ho'oponopono secret. If you don't know how to clean, that's good news. And here's why. Your conscious mind, the part of you that's watching this, trying to get it all right, the one that has been conditioned to feel safe only if it knows, can only process about 40 to 50 bits of information per second. But your subconscious, it's processing around 11 million bits per second. So every sound, sensation, frequency, memory, pattern of thinking that's running in the background. So do you really know what's running your computer right now? Or what's making this video play? We label things. We say processor, code, electricity. But do we actually know? It's like reading one sentence while standing in a vast library of books and convincing yourself you know better. The whole universe laughs when you think you know better than divinity. It's the same with life. We don't see the source, only what's already been filtered through memory and existing data. We have absolutely no idea what's running in the background. And that's not the problem. The problem is that we think we know. So when you can admit that you don't know, that's the opening, that's grace, that's willingness. We've simply become honest. And when you can admit you don't know, you stop reinforcing what never worked. I don't know makes you available to a larger possibility. So when something triggers you, when life stirs something inside, you're not reacting to what's actually happening. You're reacting to loads and loads of old data, subconscious programming, buried emotional residue, and memory patterns so deep and vast, your conscious mind could never begin to grasp them. It's layer upon layer of information you didn't even know existed. In the universe, our life experience is running on that data. And it's actually data that doesn't work. The anxiety, the stress, the pain, the dis-ease, the dysfunction, the coping, the managing, the hustling, and the grinding. You tell me. The truth is, we don't know what's being cleaned or why it's coming up. And we don't need to. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to understand it. Just let it rise, let it pass, drop it, let it go. That's grace. That's trust. That's the whole point. Jesus said, take no thought for your life. Your only responsibility is to choose to clean. The intellect can either engage the data and stay stuck, or it can initiate the process of cleaning. And that's the brilliance of Ho'oponopono. You don't need to know anything. Being clueless is the opening to freedom. Understanding comes later. It's like learning to ride a bike. You can theorize all you want. You can study balance and physics, mathematics. But until you get on that darn bike, you don't really know. So what you perceive as reality is not the raw truth. It's post-production. It's like the news or the horror film you're streaming. Your experience has already been edited. The lighting, the sound, the camera angle, the pacing, the scripting, your conditioning directs it all. So by the time a moment reaches your awareness, it's been scored, filtered, and captioned by memory. The soundtrack, the sound effects have already been composed. You're not seeing what's happening. You're seeing what your programming wants you to see. And that's how perception works. It's selective. You're not responding to life. You're responding to the version your mind has manufactured. And that's why we clean nonstop. And that's why we forgive 70 times 7. That's why letting go matters. And that's why release is joyful. You're letting go of everything that is not you and doesn't actually work and is actually destructive and creates more pain and suffering. Because when you clean, you're not changing the scene. You're clearing the lens, the projector. And if you want proof of just how edited, curated, and selective our perception is, just walk down the street and ask yourself, how much are you really aware of? Are you aware of the light bouncing off the windows, the smell of distant food, the sounds, your eyes immediately turn to what it considers beautiful or dangerous. Our senses only report what's already in our minds, and our mind is full of memory. So the stress, the grief, the anger, they're not coming from the world. Our eyes can't even see light. We only see what blocks light. And that's how limited our sense perceptions are. And if we are basing our awareness and our reality on that which is limited and foggy, then our experience of life will be that too. So all that grief, the emotional charges, they're coming from the replay, from memory, from the past. And the moment you choose to let go, you step out of the loop. So don't engage the data. Don't judge it. Don't resist it. Just let it go. It's that simple. Ho'oponopono is not about knowing. It's about becoming clueless. It's not about gathering more concepts or spiritual language. It's about letting go of what you think you know, because what you think you know is already the past. It's memory. It's over. It's done. You can learn from it, yes, but you don't have to become it. And that's optional. Suffering is always optional. The intellect, the part of you that's conditioned to grasp, fix, solve, wants results. It wants evidence. It wants control. But all of that is dis-ease. The coping, the figuring out. That's the trap of engaging the data instead of letting it go. All of that effort just makes the memory of pain and suffering seem more real than the peace that's already here. You cannot solve a problem from the same mind that created it. And in Ho'oponopono, you're not solving, you're dissolving. And here's the punchline. The one who wants to dissolve the separation is part of the separation. And separation is the illusion. And illusions, though experienced as painful, cannot truly harm what is real, what is you, what is the whole and perfect you. You're not cleaning or changing the world. You're clearing and cleaning the memory that misperceives it. And being clueless is just being honest, being open and totally available. Memory sees unconditional love as dangerous only because it's a denial of that. At zero, there's nothing to say. No questions, no arguments, no defense, just presence. And that's home, the home of pure love, innocence, and truth. And from that emptiness, life flows. And what is right and perfect comes not because you chased it, but because you're not in the way. So, I don't know how to clean. Smile. That's honesty. That's freedom. That's cleaning and forgiveness. Spiritual process is the undoing of the idea that there is a you, a character in the simulation with a storyline, a past and a future, that there is a you that was ever in charge. The seeker, the fixer, the controller. So saying I love you is the undoing of that idea that the movie character ever had free will. It's not the understanding that heals and transforms. It's when no data is playing. The universe you see is projected from data. And when no data is running, you're zero. And from that zero, divine inspiration, new information flows. And everyone will get what is right and perfect. No one is excluded. So let yourself be empty. Let divinity do the rest. It just happens. Let go like God. And in the words of Rumi, out beyond the ideas of wrong and right, there is a field, and I'll meet you there. I love you.